What's happening, Captain? What's new, kangaroos? It's your dandy, Candy. And welcome to another video. This one is not going to be a what the fuck was I thinking video. Obviously, I'm not standing in front of the green screen. I thought today we would try something a little different. Now, as you may have known, I am getting into doing jewelry again, and candy jewelry and keychains and decorative bag things, etc., 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 for our Etsy shop. One of my favorite places that I like to go to online to buy beads is JelliBead. I found them on Instagram and I've ordered a couple times from them. They're really, really neat stuff that they put together. And I noticed that they have a blind bag option. A couple of these bead sellers online have some kind of form of blind bag option. And I thought it'd be kind of fun. What the hell? So we ordered a little blind bag from JelliBead. And we're also going to be trying 3 different beers that we picked up at the QT down the road. I do find it quite fun to drink as well as to make things. Technically, it's not going to be a drinking good video. I don't know when the next time is going to be that we get back around to doing those. We just don't have the budget, and frankly, like, nobody really watches them. But I do think it would be kind of fun to try out a couple of beers that I haven't tried yet. They're nothing big and fancy, and see what we can use our creative juices to figure out something that we can make out of this blind mystery bag of beads that we got. I keep looking over here for some reason, and the camera's right there. Okay. The beers that we're going to be trying tonight, 2 of them are local, 1 of them's not. One of them is by Huss Brewing Company, Devil's Halo IPA, Four Peaks Brewing Company, Island Daydream, Tropical IPA, and, yes, I have to look at the cans to remember the names, by New Belgium, Voodoo Ranger G-Force Supercharged Juicy IPA. This one here is the strongest at 11%. So we're going to go ahead and bust open this bag and then crack open some cans. Now, spoiler alert, as you may have noticed, the bag's already been opened. And the reason for that is up until recently, when you ordered a blind bag from JelliBead, there is always the potential that you might get some not safe for work or more adult-themed beads along with your mix. And that was the case with this one as well. I just wanted to make sure that none of this stuff was a little too much. I mean, this wig is itching the fuck out of me. Now, I know that this channel is not a kid's channel, obviously. I'm a drunk clown. But I did want to make sure that it wasn't anything too erotic, because they do sell some erotic beads as well. And sure enough, there was a couple of them in there. And we'll use them in future projects that we'll probably post on our Etsy shop. But for the sake of wanting to make sure that I didn't get this video messed up or anything like that, we went ahead and checked just to make sure and get any of the duplicates we already had out of there. So it's not a whole 20 in this. We did order a 20 pack. So let's go ahead and crack this open. We got the bag open, so let's go ahead and go over what we got here. We got ourselves a little Lotus. See if we can get that to focus. Nope. An ear of corn. Come up with something with that. A stick of butter. It looked like somebody took a bite out of it. A scrimp. A little rubber ducky. Okay, bird. A roasted chicken. A can of sardines. A Perkle. Little pride flag. Gotta love a little pride flag, yeah. A open carton of milk. A s'mores. Technically, it's a s'more because it's only one. A dumpster fire. My life, pretty much. I'm a little old, so I don't know the specific handheld this is, but a handheld gaming system. I know there's another one too, but I dropped it and I had to look around for it and get my glasses on. A little unicorn head. It's supposed to face like that because the hole's on the side of it for some reason. A little cartoon middle finger. Now, we also had some duplicates of some kissy lips and a clown face emoji, which we've used a few times on some of our other projects, which are currently available at our Etsy shop. Well, there you go. So let's go ahead and crack open one of these beers. I've already got an idea laid out for our first project that we're going to do on this. I don't know how many we're going to make for this video or how long this video is going to be. It's already pretty late, and I got a lot of shit I got to do. We got a lot of responsibilities these days. Home care is not an easy task, and it is a pain in the ass, and it has gotten even more frustrating. So we got a lot to do and so much beer to drink. So let's get on into it, shall we? I think for the first one that we're going to do, let's start out with the lowest ABV first. I'm going to try the Devil's Halo first and see how that is while we set up our first project. Feel the fork, baby. Definitely get a hint of that wheat and citric in there. Very grapefruit, very grapefruity. Very, very nice. This one here says it is West Coast IPA brewed with a distinctive blend of Magnum. That's my condom size right there. Citra, Simcoe, and Galaxy hops. I don't know where the fuck you get that Galaxy hops from, but it sounds scrumptious. A little bit of head to it. Very clear, very yellow, bubbly, very effervescent. Skull. Oh, that is so tasty. Very hoppy. Definitely get that citric note in there. Very, very smooth, very creamy. Very nice taste. Very nice little. Very, 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 very scrumptious. Very scrumptious. For our first project idea I immediately had an idea when I saw the corn. Because I got a dirty mind. So I had a brilliant idea for the corn. I'm going to take one glove off because it's easier for me to manipulate with the beads and shit as we work. So we got ourselves some rainbow cord string that we're going to use for the base for our bracelet. Probably not going to be a great wearable one, but I like to take bracelets that I don't normally wear and just hang them off of my bags and stuff. I'm not sure if other people do that. It's a thing I like to do if I have too many bracelets and I don't want to wear one. So it's going to be more like one of those types of things that you put on your bag or something like that. But you could wear it theoretically. We don't got a lot of fancy beads, so a lot of this is going to be pony beads. A lot of greens, a lot of yellows. We do have a couple of these really nice yellow rhinestone beads. We're going to add those in there as well. We got these really cute kind of soft kind of clay themed stars. I'm going to throw those in there. A couple of letter beads. Beads with letters on them. See, like that. I'm sure y'all have seen letter beads before. And I think out of the beads that we got from the blind bag, we're obviously going to use the corn bead. And I kind of want to use the stick of butter just for fun. I might or might not. We'll figure it out. And I think we're going to add a couple from some of our kits that we have. Because we have had some previous ones from JelliBead as well that we just hadn't figured out what we're going to do with yet. So, okay, there we go. Got my little microphone set up between my clown boobs. Got my string. We're going to start with the focal bead because that's going to be the dead center of the piece. The bead goes this way. So we're just going to slide it on through. And I have pre-stretched this. It's always important for you to pre-stretch your cords before you start making bracelets and stuff with them. It's kind of hard to do this on camera. That's why I wanted to do. Well, what I wanted to do was originally just to be like, I'll do this on camera without being in costume and stuff, so I'm not feeling time restrained. Because it's a pain in the butt to edit video over 5 minutes on the cheap free ass software I use. But that feels like cheating a little bit. The whole point of this is to get drunk and make things. So we started out with the bead like that. Yeah, got the corn on there. Okay. Now I'm thinking we'll do the rhinestones next, one on each side. I really need to burn the tips of these, but I ain't got my ladder on me. So I got my little Virgo ladder because I'm a Virgo. Oh, I'm a Virgo. Oh my God. Secretary of the Zodiac. Also a freak. Bitch, it ain't like anybody gives two shits about that part. Nobody fucking thinks about me that way. Okay, then. We got the tips burnt now. And we're just gonna try to slide these rhinestones through. Rhinestone 1, boop, that side. Rhinestone 2, boop, that side. We got the rhinestones on there. Oh my god, it's the rhinestone. Oh my god. Sippy sip time. Well, I do have kind of a dirty mind because one of the side effects, like it's medication. One of the uh, symptoms of BPD, one of the things that can develop from BPD is called hypersexuality and hyposexuality, and I deal with both of those. It's part of why I don't really like being in relationships and stuff. I find them a little too difficult. So, but I do have a dirty mind, and every once in a while I like to do a little playful uh, TV or YouTube friendly jokes about stuff like that. You know, playful humor, a little double entendre, never hurt no one. Yeah. All right. So now let's get onto the words. I think on one side it's going to say corn, the other side star. I'm debating if I should put stars in between them though. What do you think? We should put the star? Yeah, we're going to do the stars next. Stars next. I don't care which direction these are facing. We're just going to put them on there. You probably can't see none of this because like I'm using a phone. So there we go with that so far. Okay, great. Okay, now we're going to add the corn and star part. We got to do this backwards for the corn. So there we go. Got to like that. Now, the reason that we did different color beads for this is because it would be easy to just do it all in one color. Yeah, no big deal. But I think there's a little more fun to the beads being different colors. It gives it more whimsy, more entertainment value. So that's why we're doing it like that with different colors. We're trying to keep it in that theme of the greens and the yellows being the prominent ones. But I thought it'd be neat to have like a red one in there, kind of like Pornhub. So we might do another one of those later, but yeah. So that's gonna be that part. Now let's do the star part. I went ahead and added the star on there as well. So now it says, well, backwards to you, but frontwards to me. It says corn star. And I like to use the square letter beads whenever it comes to doing jewelry. I mean, a lot of people use the flat ones, the pill style circular ones, and those are fine, but my biggest problem with those is every time I put them on, the fucking pill things always like flip and you can't read the letter. But with like the square ones, it don't matter if it flips or not. You can read it because it's four corners. So I usually like to use the square ones whenever I'm doing like word on a bracelet. So we went ahead and added that star on there. So now we're going to add some more stars to we went ahead and added that word on there. So now we're going to add a couple of gold beads, the gold looking beads, and then some more stars, and then we're going to finish it up with some pony beads. So a lot of the beads I get off of Amazon, or I go to Wally World down the road. Dollar Tree every once in a while has some good stuff too. In fact, we might use some Dollar Tree parts. We've been using they have really good miniatures at the Dollar Tree. So like we like to do that too, because we're getting into making decora jewelry as well. And one of these days we'll work ourselves up into doing something proper. I've been working on some Motu themed decora pieces that are pretty fun. I did a Skeletor keychain recently that I really like, and no Jared Leto's in that. I think personally, I don't know how well that movie's going to do. It looks more like they're borrowing. It's more for like the 2000X audience than it is the 80s cartoon series audience, and that's okay. That's fine. I don't know. I'll wait till it comes out on streaming before I see it. But I'm not a big fan of Jared Leto playing my favorite fucking villain from the 80s. He doesn't even do the Oppenheimer voice. Ridiculous. I've been meaning to go out bead shopping. I would love that. I have somebody I used to work with. I've been wanting to see about. Me and them were going to see about going bead shopping at some point in time because it would be fun to do that. It'd be a nice little activity, and it'd be good to get out of the house and look around for some fancy stuff. I just don't have the time anymore because I have to be here all the time. You know, I'm not trying to overshare. I'm just laying out the frustrations of life being a caretaker to your parents. Is she ended up going to the hospital for a bit because she got worse. And I'm not complaining. I'm happy to help. It's just frustrating because I'm hemorrhaging money right now because I can't work. I got to be here all the time. I got my night job, and it pays enough to for what it does, but it's not enough to cover all these expenses I got. So it's very frustrating. And because I got to be here all the time, I can't go out and look for a day job or anything like that. So it's just, it's frustrating. It's going to be a little long on there, but yeah, we're starting on the pony beads now, and that's going to finish it up. Well, it's frustrating because it's like I've been here throughout the entire ordeal of what led up to her being in that situation, and it's frustrating in that regard. But also, I want her to get better, and I want to get back on my back to working, so I can. Oops, wrong side. So I can oh, bitch, we about lost the strand. Well, I want her to get better so I can get back to working and shit. Because I got all these bills that I got to pay that I can't even fucking figure out how I'm gonna get the money on it. I could maybe set up an OnlyFans, but I don't think anyone's gonna want to look at that. But yeah, no, it's just really frustrating, and it's really hard to keep regulated with all this too, because I have a very hard time with dysregulating quite a bit when I get stressed out, and I don't really feel like there's anybody that I know personally that I feel comfortable really sharing all my problems with, because everybody's moved on with their life pretty much. I just feel kind of like I'm in a fucking snow globe, just watching everybody's life move on without me, like I don't even exist, and I can't do nothing because I got to be here, and I'm grateful to be here. I'm here to help. It's just frustrating. So I'm thinking we need to add one final bead on there, like a star or something like that. No. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. I got the perfect bead that we're going to use for the end bit there at the top. Because I ordered these when I ordered the blind bag. I ordered some other beads as well, and I ordered these for a Green Lantern themed thing that we were working on. But I decided that we're going to do them for something else. So we're going to use this little Shrek head for that part right there. Because ogres have layers, corn have nipples. It makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, so let's finish this up with that, and then we'll get on to the next beer. Honestly, there's just been so much going on, and we got all these people that are kind of helping out a little bit right now, but it's that's also kind of frustrating. Well, for one, I've had to learn that I need to wear pants when I go to sleep, because we had a lady come over, one of the caseworker come over to check up, see what's going on, and I just woke up, and I completely forgot that I didn't have pants on, and I answered the door in my boxer briefs with my honker just on full display. I mean, like it was in the boxer briefs, but it's pretty prominent. So that was a rather embarrassing moment there. And then we've also had this nice lady that's been doing home care during like three times a week. Really, really sweet lady. But as you may know, I don't dress like this all the time. I'm usually in boy mode most of the time. But it's funny that she does these things that I know she ain't trying to, because she's just Arizona mindset, but it's kind of cluttery, and she'll sit there and say things like how we need to simplify it for a man because there's a man taking care of you, instead of all this everything being laid out all feminine and shit. I'm sitting there thinking in my head like, who do you think set everything out the way it is? My mom can't do none of that shit. She can't get out of bed. So it's kind of gender reaffirming while at the same time being completely oblivious. And it's okay. It's kind of like a Peter Parker Spider-Man moment, that'll probably get put on the editing floor. But anyway, so we add that little Shrek head on there at the bottom, or at the other end of that. And that's going to be our corn star bracelet. Kind of neat, kind of fun, kind of tacky. But not something I'd normally wear on the wrist, but hang off a bag or something. Yeah, sure. We're going to glue and trim this off camera. I ain't going to fuck with that. We're going to finish up that beer and get on to our next one. I really like this little unicorn one, so I wanted to do something for that. And I had another idea for another one of those just hang off the bag bracelets. This one's going to be magic as fuck. That's the theme for this one. So we got ourselves a couple clay blue star beads that we're going to use. Motherfucker. A couple of rainbow rhinestone beads. Some colored glass beads. An assortment of these really neat ball style letter beads rather than square ones. I actually got these because I wanted to use them on the corn star idea, but none of the colors worked for what I wanted to do. But I think I might have found a couple that'll work for this. So we're going to use that as well. And a couple of these neat little like waffly, like funky horizontal striped beads that we got as well. So that's what we're going to do for that. I think might as well use rainbow braid or a rainbow elastic cord for that as well. So so let's go ahead and crack open our second beer. We're a little buzzed because we drink that whole big boy can. These are big boy cans. Let's go with the second highest one, which is the Island Daydream Tropical IPA by Four Peaks Brewing Company. If you're not an Arizonan, you probably don't know, but Four Peaks is one of the most popular brewing companies in Arizona, in the Valley particular. They're well known for Kilt Lifter and Hop Knot IPA. Those are very popular drinks out here. We'll do a review of those for the folks that ain't from Arizona one of these days. But I wanted to try something I haven't tried yet from them. And I do love me some IPAs. So we're going to give this a try. We do have some very nice breweries in Arizona. Four Peaks is one of them. Sonoran is another one. They make a really good white chocolate ale that is absolutely scrumptious. Huss makes some really solid ones too. That's one that we had just recently. So, but yeah, Four Peaks is the one everybody knows. A little bit ahead. I'm sorry, I'm not a bartender. We'll let that sit for a minute. Smell wise, not as prominent in the citric as the Devil's Halo was, but let's see what the description of this is. Notes of hoppiness and fruitiness, 19.2 fluid ounces. Doesn't say shit else. Oh well. I'm getting some fruit notes there, but it's not as prominent as it was on the Devil's Halo. So we'll see how it goes in the palate. Let's go ahead and give this a sip, shall we? Skull. I'm gonna need another sip of that. It's not bad. It's got more of a bite to it than the Devil's Halo does. Way more on the rind of the citric than it is in the juicy fleshiness of the citric. So it's more like tasting like a grapefruit rind rather than the flesh of a grapefruit. But it's definitely a very, 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 very sharp note on that. It's got a nice creaminess to it as well, a little weediness to it. Not as tropical as I was expecting it to be, given the name of it, but 9% ABV, that's not bad. So let's go ahead and get started on the magic as fuck bracelet, shall we? Well, shit. Like I said, I'm drunk as fuck. So this is very embarrassing. I didn't realize my microphone wasn't working when I shot the footage to finish in the second bracelet, but here's the second bracelet. So we finished that up. That was really awkward because I was really pouring my heart out about my feelings about some shit going on, and it's probably for the best that it didn't get caught up on the mic. But yeah, there's the second bracelet. There, it's kind of trans themed. Unicorns work with trans theme because there is a terminology about unicorns and Pegasi both work as trans analogies. So there we go, Dan. So we're going to finish that beer up, the second IPA. And then we're going to come up with the last piece that we're going to do for this video. I have no idea how good this video is going to be. It's probably going to be absolute trash and really long, and none of y'all really going to watch this far. If you do, say banana in the comments. Comment banana. There you go. Let's get on to the next one. All right, so for our last piece that we're going to do is going to be one final bracelet, just a decorative bracelet to hang off your bag. And we're going to do it with the purple. Yes, yes. In honor of one of our favorite Instagram drag queens, Peach Bellini, we are going to do a purple bracelet. So let's go ahead and get on into that. We got ourselves some color beads that we're going to be using for color letter beads that we're going to be using to spell out purple, as well as some different color green shaded jelly bead or translucent glittery pony beads. It's going to be very purple themed. We're going to, oh my word. Auntie is drunk. Excuse her. Rainbow elastic cord like the other ones. Yes, yes. And let's go ahead and finish up with that last beer that we got, the Voodoo Ranger G-Force. Now, I do love me some Voodoo Ranger. They make some really solid stuff. I have not tried this one, though. So we're going to give that a crack, and let's finish up that last piece. Hitting my magic wand real fast. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Let's pour on in. You know, sometimes you need a little bit of silly in your life. It's true. I mean, life's been hell lately. It's one of the reasons I didn't want to plan anything out this year, because I just knew shit was going to fall apart. But every once in a while, it's good to just reconnect and have a little silliness in your life, you know, to remind yourself that it's not all just fucking horrible. So let's go ahead and give this a sniff, shall we? The Voodoo Ranger G-Force. Ooh, that's got a very interesting fragrance to it. Very fruity. Very prominent on that grapefruit. Very citric. Definitely feels like it's going to be a very sweet, very weedy, very citric-y IPA. Skull. Oh, god damn. Damn. Oh, it's so good. The flavor. Very fruity. A whole cornucopia of fruit flavor there. Very juicy, very citric. It's like drinking a fruit cocktail. Delightful. Very delightful. Very nice. I think this may be my favorite Voodoo Ranger so far. What's this one called again? Supercharged Juicy IPA. Supercharged. 11% ABV. Very strong, very scrumptious, very fruity. Yes, yes. Also, I love a gold can. Look at that gold can. Oh my goodness. Makes me feel all regal just drinking it. Oh, cheers. Let's get on to that bracelet. If I have an option when it comes to beer, when it comes to IPAs that I can find anywhere, Voodoo Ranger. They're really good stuff. I'm trying to cut back on my usage of Total Wine. It's not that I have a problem with Total Wine itself. I like Total Wine. They have a very good selection of wine, yeah, sure, but they have an amazing selection of beers, like an insane amount of beers. So I do like shopping there, but I just don't feel comfortable shopping at the store I used to work at. And that's mainly because of the environment there. Like, I felt comfortable around all the people there, and I even got some of their numbers so I can keep in touch. But the second shit hit the fan, everybody disappeared. Like, only two people really kept in contact with me after I left Total Wine. And I appreciate them very much for the time that they spent with me. One still talks to me every once in a while, and I appreciate that. But it's very frustrating because every time I go into that store, I'm reminded of the fact that everybody there knows all this shit I've been going through, and they just kind of just left me on mute. You know what I'm saying? Like they had this whole "we're all a big family" type environment, which, by the way, is a big red flag whenever it comes to work environment. But the second that shit hits the fan and you ain't working there no more, you ain't really family, cuz. And it's really fucking frustrating. Like, I don't expect people to keep in touch. That's silly. But knowing somebody's going through all this shit and you don't even bother to keep to like check in, see how they doing, just a hello, it's been very frustrating. So only two people have really done that, and I appreciate them for it. Everybody else just kind of forgot about me, and that's okay. I get it. No hard feelings. I just don't want to do business there no more, and I don't feel comfortable going in that store. So we started out with the pickle, with the purple, and we add some hearts in there because we love us some purples. Oh, my Saturn and Uranus. Hold on. Bitch, we sloppy toppy. We dropping shit left and right. Oh, my goodness. Let's rethread that purple. Been meaning to try some purple flavored beers. But right now, my biggest thing that I really enjoy is those purple flavored hot Cheetos that they got. Those things are so good. Oh my goodness. So spicy, so perkily. Goodness. Gonna add some hearts on there because we love us some purples. Love. We're just gonna add a couple more pony bees on there. Oh, it's very perkily. It's very perkily. Oh my goodness. Well, bitch, I done dropped this thing like 3 fucking times and I had to restring it. We've been at this for 2 hours and I'm drunk as fuck. Oh, hey, I'm drunk. We are almost done on the purple bracelet. Oh my goodness. And there we go. It says purple backwards for y'all, but it says it right for me. I think that's a pretty good size for a small wrist. Perhaps, may. Oh. But I think that'll do for now. We'll fiddle around with that a little bit. I have no idea how good this video is or isn't going to be. It's probably going to be a massive fucking train wreck, let's be honest. But there's been a lot going on in our life, and it's been very frustrating. And I've been having to do it on my own for the most part with minimal help. And it's been very frustrating. But I ain't got no other option beside that. You kind of stuck between the rock and the hard space. As much as I wish I could have a normal fucking life and just be something besides this, I just really can't. So it's frustrating. Well, we're gonna go ahead and finish the video off because we drunk as fucking kind of sad. So we're gonna put all of the stuff that we've finished on this video up on our Etsy shop. I'm not expecting a lot for them. They're just kind of simple bracelets for decor. But if you're interested, there you go. If not, whatever. If you feel like helping out, because we really could use every penny that we can get, Venmo link right down there. I would say review wise, top place would be the Voodoo Ranger G-Force. That is a very, very scrumptious beer. Very fruity, very flavorful, very powerful. Very, very, very nice. Second choice would be the Devil's Halo. And third choice would be the Island Daydream. I know that Four Peaks is a really popular brewery out here, but they kind of third place in this regard when it comes to IPAs. I'm hella drunk, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this video off. I know it's probably gonna be a hot mess. I don't fucking care. What else do I got going on in my life? This has been Candy Dandy. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a good one.